evening.
Good
It's
evening.
Ellen Lewis from Crazy for You.
And Ginny.
So welcome, everybody. Thank you for letting us know. Always interesting when we are live, yes?
Yes, absolutely. So now you know we are live.
Yes, absolutely live. So I was talking earlier with Ginny about last week. We had a lot of really fun comments. A lot of people wanted Ginny to have her own podcast.
And Ginny has said no, she doesn't think that's a really good idea. I'd rather be with Ellen on her podcast.
Oh, that's nice. I'd rather have you. So all good.
All good.
So tonight what we wanted to do was to share with you the DelaQ line. And DelaQ's been around a long time. We were talking a little bit earlier, so it's probably been since 2007, say.
2007 at least,
Yeah.
I would think.
And their whole concept was these beautiful silks. They had bags in silk, and they were all different shapes of bags. They
Yes,
were kind
they
of
were.
They had the overnighters and totes and it was all it was made in Vietnam, and it was all fair trade, and I loved their whole story because it was about keeping these women employed, and they were making these things, and it was just a really, really fun line, and really good stuff. I've carried it a long time, and then I'm not sure how many years ago, maybe less than 5, but more than 2 years ago, as happens so frequently with these small kind of cottage businesses, the owner-founder decides that maybe they want to retire, and nobody in their family wants to take that over. I mean, I don't see my kids taking over Crazy for You. I don't know what will happen when I want to retire when I'm 90. But
well, I'm going to tell you, I probably won't be around at that point.
Probably not. Sad to say.
So I won't be able to take it over.
No. But I think a lot of these companies look for that. And DelaQ is one that had such a loyal following and such a great product that Laura Zander, who's an absolutely lovely individual, she owns Jimmy Bean's Wool, she purchased DelaQ. And it's been really great. I think we have an example of a really great situation where somebody takes a company like that and they keep the parts that are really good, but they inject some fresh energy into the business.
Yes.
Right? So I think we've seen that to a large extent with this. You know, a lot of the newer kinds of things that are very hip. Laura is, I don't know how old she is, but she reads really young. She's very, kind of very hip. So I don't know. I don't know how old she is.
Nor do I.
Right? No, but she's going to be on the podcast. She was supposed to be on the podcast last month, and our timing didn't work out. But she's going to be on this month, and that will be really cool. So anyway, we can ask her how old she is. Yeah. Maybe she'll tell us.
Maybe she'll lie.
Do you ever lie about your age?
No.
No, me either.
No.
Like, I mean,
I'm actually rather proud of my age.
you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be. You look so good.
Right. Because I got another year more coming up in 2 weeks.
Right. You're not even going to be here, are you? Are you going to be here?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a birthday celebration for you live on the podcast. Have cake and champagne.
Cake and champagne.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. Well, we'll have to wait till that time to tell you how old Ginny is. In the meantime, you can guess. You can guess how old she is.
Yeah, you can put in your guesses,
comments.
right?
Yes, put in your guesses.
You can either flatter me or insult me. What do you think?
Yes. How old is Ginny? Well, you know, age is just a number. It's really more about the mindset and the attitude.
And the attitude, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as your body doesn't begin to fail you.
Right, absolutely. So let's look at these things.
Yes.
If you have DelaQ stuff from back in the day, put it in the chat. Tell me, I'd love to know what you have purchased from them and what you absolutely love. And let me just take a quick peek at our comments here. So let's see. Lots of comments about how you couldn't hear us. So I'm really glad that you can hear us now. Yay. Good. Oh my God. Okay. So when I was at H&H a couple years ago, they had a new line called Maker's Canvas. And when I was talking to Laura at Vogue Knitting Live in January, I asked her specifically if that was kind of her introduction, and she said yes. And I think it's a really, really cool, very fresh shift for DelaQ, and it has sort of taken what maybe was beginning to feel a little stale and brought it in, and so it's like super fresh. And I think one of their first ones was I think it might have been the tote.
The tote.
Yeah, so
Right.
let's grab a tote here.
Here's the tote.
So, yeah, and so she's got this new fabric, which is called the Maker's Canvas, which is really pretty. You can see that it's, it is a canvas.
It's got a waxed finish to it.
Yes, and it's very sturdy. And it looks, I don't know, it just looks really fresh, very casual, and the all leather, the handles, all the fittings are leather. And one of the things that I think Nicole had pointed out early on is that she likes a canvas and leather bag because an all leather bag can be so heavy.
Yeah, this is not quite as heavy as a full leather bag, right?
Right. But more than just being a canvas bag, we can all get a canvas bag probably anywhere. This has so many thoughtful details, and that's something that you see sort of following through all of this maker's line. So it's clearly designed for knitters and crocheters. So
Right.
lots of thought about, the pockets on the inside and the outside. I know this opens up. Please tell. Oh, that one doesn't open up.
Oh.
This has two separate pockets here, and then these little eyelets that you can, if you wanted to thread your yarn through. It also accommodates this little safety pin that
Holds the safety pin that has the
the-
markers on it.
Yes, stitch markers.
Okay. There's another zipper pocket on the opposite side that you can see. But the really cool stuff is on the inside.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's take out all the
let's take
stuff.
all out
because
this-
it always
all-
looks better on the shelf if it's crammed full of stuff. So we
Okay.
cram it full of
But-
stuff.
Okay. So I don't
Up
know.
here.
I gotta hold it up high. So Ellen, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna hold it up,
Okay.
and you're gonna talk about what's in there.
Okay, so there is a beautiful lining, and inside there are all kinds of pockets. So you've got a pocket on the side that's just the right size for a water bottle. All of these little pockets. There's a pocket that's perfect for maybe knitting needles or a pen, kind of all the way around. So, all of the little knickknacks that we tend to carry with us as knitters. And then there's a zipper pouch here for all of those things that you don't want falling out, little notions and whatnot. And there's a yarn cutter. So I think this is really cute. It's just a little sharp thing where you're gonna always have your yarn. So you don't have your yarn that you can cut. So you don't have to carry scissors with you if you don't want to.
And
Isn't
it
that
has
clever?
this is the yarn threader. If you
Yes.
have a ball of yarn in there that you're working on, you can have it coming through. And
Isn't this the cutter?
Yeah, the cutter is here. This is the cutter. There is the cutter.
I was so wrong. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm wrong. I was talking all about.
Oh, we
I was talking
actually
through my
talk about.
head.
Okay, so
So this is the cutter. Let's get up close and see if we can show that. So this is a cutter, and it looks like, on your dental floss, it's like a little dental floss thing. It cuts your yarn. Okay.
and then
I thought this was the cutter.
no,
I thought it was
this-
sharp in there.
No.
My goodness.
Right. So yeah, but this is an example of always positive and possibly wrong. This is what we talk about at home. Right?
What, is your husband like that? Yeah. Because we're just the same. I was so sure that was the cutter.
Yeah. No,
Oh my gosh, how embarrassing.
oh, no. Just human. That's what it is. It's human.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's kind of cool that it has all of that stuff in there that you have an opportunity to use, because it is definitely planned for the knitter, the crocheter, somebody, a yarnaholic.
Yes.
You need one of these if you're a yarnaholic.
Right, and it comes with a little set of stitch markers. And
Yes,
a little,
it has a little thing in there somewhere.
These must have gotten
It
lost.
may have come out of there, but
Gotten pinched.
one of the no, it's probably in there someplace. But
Is this one wasn't ours? Oh, that's not ours. That was.
okay, that's not ours. Okay,
This
sorry.
is- okay.
Probably it
So
didn't
anyway,
come in with that, right? 'Cause
this
it
is
was
the
brought in.
tote.
Right, that's the tote.
So you can sort of see the scale of it, right? you can hold it by the handles, or it's also got this handy shoulder thing so you can wear it like a crossbody bag, which I totally like as a crossbody bag. There it is.
This is this was in one of the backpacks.
So
Okay.
this is what's inside, this little safety pin with some little stitch markers, which is super cute. Okay, so, and this comes in, I think, 5 colors. So this is the purple, and it comes in orange. This is the orange. See how it's kind of, it's sort of scrunched and washed and just very relaxed looking, you know, so it doesn't look so precious. It doesn't look so fussy. So that's the orange. And this is the olive color. The colors are all kind of really, I don't know, wearable, if that's...
Yeah, I think they're colors that are going to go with just about any outfit that you would have. So it's not something that's going to kind of just clash with anything. So they're all going to be very comfortable.
It also comes in blue. There's a very pretty blue shade,
yeah.
right? So there's like this line, and there's the satchel and the tote, and they all kind of come in the same color. So if you know that you like that particular color, you can get all of the different kinds of bags in those colors. Yeah, so that's the tote, and I think that, like I said, I think that was the first one that they came out with. The one that I fell in love with was this one. This is called the satchel. So if you think about like an old-timey doctor bag, doesn't this remind you of a doctor bag?
It is an old-timey doctor bag, and in fact we had somebody in the medical profession when we first got them in, came in and said, I got to get one of those.
Who was that?
Norma.
Oh, Norma Woodburn, yeah, because she's a vet.
Yeah.
So what's cool about this is it completely opens. Do you see how you have this completely rectangular opening here? And it holds so much stuff. You could probably put 20, 50-gram skeins of yarn in here. So like 2 sweaters worth of yarn.
2 sweaters worth of yarn, yeah.
Right, so like a solid project. And for me, this is a knitting bag cum purse.
Yeah. I mean, it has enough room in it for not just your yarn, but your other things that you need,
Right.
like extra glasses and money.
So again,
Credit cards. Although money is becoming more important again. Cash.
Cash, really? What makes you say that?
Because more people are charging to use your credit card.
Oh, yeah.
So
we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Don't you find that annoying?
I do find it very annoying, and I keep saying, we're moving to a cashless society, but I think people are going to start carrying cash again.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. So this has a yarn cutter.
It has a yarn cutter. See, she learned what the yarn cutter is.
I'm not completely uneducatable. Right, so that has the yarn cutter and it has the yarn threader.
A yarn threader.
Thank you so much for All right, and lots of great pockets. Again, if you've got the zippered pocket, beautiful lining, a place for pens or crochet hooks or double-pointed needles, and or whatever you want to put in there. And here is your little safety pin with your stitch markers. And I love how that kind of goes on the outside. So this little right here. So they're always handy. So super cute. And it just. Oh, and you know what else is cool? Show those little cubbies.
Well, okay, so they have these neat little cubbies that they've come out with, and these are neat little scissors that come in their own little packet with a matching color or coordinated color. Right?
I love the matching color.
Because
it doesn't feel too matchy-matchy.
But these, when they're opened up, you could have these just around your house where you're knitting space. They will fit into very nicely. 2 of them will fit in there. I mean, we could show just one that's in there, but 2 of them will fit in there, right?
So I think this is very cool. Because it allows you to sort of subdivide your bag.
Right. So that you have
who doesn't have a black hole of a bag, right?
No, you don't want to have a black hole of a bag, right? But then the other thing is, and I showed Ellen where the cutter was. This afternoon, I had to learn, or this evening, when I came in here, it says, you're supposed to be able to fold these up, right? And I was struggling with this. Okay, oh yeah, I can see how there's a line on here with this, and I can see down on the bottom of this thing. And so Ellen took one look at it and went,
It has a base. It has a removable base. So it is nice because then you can fold it up.
fold it up, right?
And that's super
and then
cool.
you can just,
Or not.
Or not, right. So
Yeah.
it really does fold.
I love this line. I think this is great. This is my favorite, but it is big, okay? So it's big and it might be kind of heavy for some people. So like I said, but this is the satchel.
That's the satchel,
Okay.
right.
And we have a trunk show. The thing I was really disappointed about is that a lot of the things that are featured in the trunk show are sold out online. Like, I can't get them. So the idea with the trunk show is that you come here, you see them, we show them to you, you place an order, and then DelaQ sends them out to you. But when I went to their site, a lot of the stuff is sold out. So what we are showing you tonight to start with is stuff that we actually have in stock. So we have the satchels in stock. We have the, what are those called? Totes. We have the totes
we have
in
the totes
stock,
in stock.
right? And we have the satchel in the blue, the green, the red. Yeah. So this is the red. It's not really red. It's more.
That's a maroon.
More burgundy.
Burgundy.
I love this color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really cute. And then show your favorite. So your favorite here.
So this is a backpack. Okay. Now, I was never a backpack person. So until we went on a tour thing a number of years ago to England and Scotland, and part of the tour thing was that you were allowed one suitcase and they provided you a backpack. That's all you could have was one suitcase and one backpack. So it was my first true experience with a backpack, and I discovered they're wonderful. They truly are wonderful. They're easy to put on and carry around. Whether you carry them on the front or the back, because there were some museums that we went into where we had to have the backpack on our fronts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that they could see what was on you.
I see.
It was really interesting. But at any rate, this is a knitter's backpack, because again, it has all of those nice little things in there. The threader,
I'm never going to live that down.
the cutter, places. I mean, there's stuff in here so that you can
Look
put,
at this.
I mean, I carry my iPad around
You
when
can
I'm
put your
traveling.
iPad
so the
in there.
iPad can go
It's
in there.
padded in there.
It's padded in there, so it is for the iPad, right? So,
Yeah.
And a water bottle. So there's lots of space in here for not just your knitting things, but your personal items, so that you can shove them on. This could get shoved under the seat in front of you. I mean, I'm getting on a plane tomorrow, and you gotta shove the backpack under the seat in front of you. So, and it's going to have my knitting stuff in it, as well as my necessities.
You could put your passport in here.
Passport.
That's a great spot for a passport.
Speaking of passport, ha!
What?
What's on the back here
Oh, okay.
is this little hidden thing, right? A zipper space where you could put those important documents of visas and passports and stuff.
Nobody's going to
And
pickpocket
nobody's going to be
you there.
able to pickpocket, because it's going to be up against your body.
Right.
Right.
They'd have to get very up close and personal with you.
Well, I know sometimes they try and do it, particularly in Italy. But
I love this. And the thing that's nice about this too is that the lining is trimmed. I mean, everything is so thoughtfully put together with that trim. We had a couple comments. A lot of people had DelaQ from back in the day. And Amelia makes the point that there is sometimes a darning needle in there. I think there
yes, there is.
might
There's
be.
still darning needle in there.
Yeah,
Yes, thank
all
you.
kinds of
Thank you,
little
Amelia, for
fun
bringing that up.
things in
Yeah,
there.
there is a darning needle in it.
Yes, we do not have the satchel in orange. I don't know did the satchel ever come in orange? I don't think the satchel ever came in orange. We ordered all the colors, and I don't ever remember having an orange satchel. But if you, it might be.
Yeah, we can check.
Yeah, we will. I will check.
We'll definitely check on it.
Yes. So that's the satchel.
That's the backpack.
This is the Midi.
This is a little backpack. This is, this is not so much for a long trip, but this is definitely, again, suitable for carrying around a knitting project.
This is the mustard color. Can you see that color?
Right.
That's the mustard color.
And and it has
Ooh, it has that same kind of little
the zipper thing on the front. It has the hidden one on the back. Right?
Ooh, it's got one on the front and the back.
Yeah.
You could have your phone in there or something?
Yes. So, but this particularly, you don't want your passport stolen.
Yeah, that
My
would be
grandson had
other than good.
my grandson had his passport stolen while he was in Italy, in England, and it was a bit of a hassle trying to get it back, so to get him out.
What do you think would fit in there? I don't think. Would a bottle of water fit in there?
I don't know that a bottle of water will fit in there, but it will certainly fit inside.
I bet it would. I think a bottle of water. Not a Stanley cup.
No, not one of those, but one of those plastic ones that we're not supposed to use, but
Right.
Would probably go in there.
Yeah.
So,
And this has the backpack straps.
It has
are made
backpack
of,
straps,
What is this
right.
called? This cotton sort of woven.
Right, the woven cotton.
Yeah.
So,
Really good looking.
really good and sturdy.
And they come in the mustard.
All right, and
This one comes in the orange.
And again, this is where
the
that little
orange.
pin goes, that
Right.
little safety pin goes.
Orange. Olive. Purple. And red,
Right.
which I call
Red.
burgundy. Yeah.
Yeah, burgundy. Actually, what do they call that one the leather shoes that are that color?
Cordovan.
Cordovan, right.
Yeah.
Cordovan, right. Okay.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Ginny, because
Yeah.
you're the backpack expert. All right, so we have this backpack thing going on. This is how you would pick it up. So you could pick the thing up this way. There's like a leather strap here, and this is obviously the backpack
Right.
straps.
Okay.
What's this? So there's another set of straps here. What is this for, do you think? That doesn't unsnap, darling.
Doesn't unsnap? Okay. Well, maybe you would just kind of shove. Well, now see, that comes undone. This has a snap. See,
Yes,
that
this has a snap
there.
that you can snap to right
That's
here.
snap to right there. That's going to go on that's going to be on the outside of it. Well, I don't know. Maybe a jacket? That you could
Yeah,
just shove
maybe you
through?
could, right, maybe
Just
you could
to
fold something
fold your
up.
jacket through
Right,
so
you know
that you
that
could
you
grab
get
it, so you didn't have to
certain
undo your backpack in order to
personal
get
items,
your
right.
jacket out.
That's a good idea. Yeah, so I mean, it's cool. Did you get one of these?
Not yet.
What color do you like?
I like the blue.
You like the blue? Yeah, all right.
So,
Let's see. Oh, yes, it is for a jacket. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, not what you would call a red. Yeah. Yes, Mary says it is for a jacket. How smart you people are. Yep. Let's see.
There we go.
Yes. This needs to be tight.
It needs to be tight. I mean, it's adjustable, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. All kinds of good stuff.
All kinds of good stuff. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Very good.
All right.
Okay, so, and this is, there's two more things that I wanted to share. Three more things. Okay, real quick. These are the knit sacks. And these are just little canvas bags. Super simple. They're made of the same fabric. They come in sets of 2, and they have a little leather loop, and you just, they go with, you put your little project in there, you put your little project in there. It's just a way of sort of, if you have any of the others and you want to, segregate your projects. I know my yarn all gets tangled up when I have it in my bag. So these are cute. They come in sets of 2. These are the knit sacks. This is the rucksack. Have you looked at that much?
I have not looked at this one, no.
This is a cute shape. This is a very rectangular shape.
And it opens up a little.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, yeah.
And then,
What else is in there?
what all is in there? I don't know.
Besides the
That
trash?
makes the usual stuff, I
Oh,
think.
and it's got a removable bottom, which gives it a nice firm shape
Could
down
give
there.
you a shape down there.
Yes.
You know,
We could all use something to give us a little
some
firm shape down
yeah, I
there.
mean, absolutely. And it's got what? And what is that, Ellen?
It's a cutter.
And what is that, Ellen?
It's a threader.
I love doing this to her.
It's all good. I deserve it. And pockets on the front. Pockets on the front.
And pockets. Yeah.
And a zipper.
All right.
You could put your passport in there. You could put your phone, and here's your little
phone, yeah.
little toys.
The toys.
They're like little presents, you know, having little presents inside.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and this is pretty.
All right. This I would definitely consider for me more like just the pocketbook. The pocketbook that I'm going to go carry around. I'm going to go travel.
Would you carry that as a purse?
I would carry that as a purse. Sure, I would.
All right. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and the last one, I'm sad to say we don't have this in stock and they're sold out, but I know that they will be restocking them. So if you do want any of these things, go ahead and order them. Just know that it's not, if they don't come to you right away, it's not that we're sitting on your order, it's that they are back ordered at DelaQ. So that is tough. This is called the Mini Messenger.
Yes, the Messenger.
Mini Messenger. And this is like a big sort of fanny pack thing.
Yeah.
Except not.
Well, it can go around your back. It can go around your front.
Here, you would put this on like this.
Okay.
You're the model.
No. Well,
How? It only goes over one shoulder.
I think it can go over. I mean, it's got a thing here.
How would you put that over two shoulders? Oh, crossbody.
Crossbody.
Yes. Okay, that would
Okay.
work.
Either
yes,
there
I see what you're saying.
or back,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it definitely is a crossbody. I mean, crossbody things are very in right now.
You could probably wear it like a fanny pack.
You could wear
too.
it as a fanny pack, although
wouldn't.
fanny packs are not in, or they call them fanny packs. Tend to be more like tummy packs.
Yeah, not always the most attractive.
Not always the most attractive, but the
But
idea
handy.
is that it just that you don't have to have it hanging over one shoulder, which, as Ellen will tell you, can create issues with your back.
Yes.
You want to have that weight sort of spread over your body.
Yes.
So, depending
Yes.
on how much junk you're carrying around with
A
you.
lot. So it's got two separate compartments, and this back compartment has a
cutter!
and
A threader!
oh, you're just so amusing, aren't you? Never-ending humor, and lots of places for like your little. So I carry lots of pens, but they might be double-pointed needles.
Double-pointed needles, crochet hooks.
Crochet hooks, cable needles.
Cable needles.
And then, a zipper pouch
Whatever,
for all your
odds
notions.
and ends.
Yeah.
Knitter,
is kind of a cool-
knitter notions, I mean,
This
I always
is a
thought
cool
that they ought to
shape.
spell notions, K-N-O-T.
They don't? So this is cute. It's very small. So this is going to not be a sweater project.
No.
This would be perfect for like socks or a shawl.
Hat.
A hat, yeah.
No,
but it does have two
mittens.
separate, so if you wanted one for like your knitting, this side would be for your knitting, the one with the cutter would be for your knitting, and then this one over here would be for like your
Personal
stuff, your purse.
And it does have the zipper
Yeah.
on there.
So one of the things that I think is really cool about this whole line is it's like unisex.
Oh yeah.
My daughter's husband has a thing kind of like this, and that's his diaper bag, right? So when he has to take Zoe out, he's got a couple diapers in there, he's got wipes, he's got Desitin, he's got,
Right.
all
all
the
the
things,
stuff that you
right?
need.
A change of clothes, right? Remember those days?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Could
that
have
was
a
a long
change of
time.
clothes for the kids.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But
Yeah. So and I could definitely see a guy carrying this, which is, I think, really cool. What is this, do you suppose? Is that just decoration?
I think it might just be a decoration. It doesn't seem to. It's just a. Yeah, I think it might be just to make it look nice.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank kind
Right.
of thing. Yeah.
Oh, this is the very last thing I want to show you guys. This is fabulous. Okay, we all love this.
Okay.
So this is, It's an offshoot of their Maker's line. It is part of the Maker's line, but rather than being the canvas with the leather trim, this is mesh with canvas trim. And it comes with this cute little snap case, which is great for knitting. Mary uses these all the time, and she puts her yarn in there and she threads it through one of the little snaps.
Right.
But it's got a little scissor thing in there, and you can see through it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's really kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And they're very lightweight.
Yes.
And it's got a zipper on the front. Yeah, so these are great. Antonella has one of these. She loves
Does
it.
she?
Yeah,
Okay.
she absolutely loves it. And these come in, I think, the same colors. I did put these on the website. So, yeah. I think these are completely and totally amazing.
You know, shoulder strap or hand strap.
Which you could make all different lengths.
Yes.
So you can adjust this. So if you did want to carry that in your crossbody way,
Yes,
she'll
indeed.
demonstrate that. Yes.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Very much.
I like that a lot. So they have a ton of stuff, more than we can just show you in like half an hour. But yeah, I do really think that their line is great. I think it's fun. I think it's modern. I think it's fresh. And they're good quality. And let me just tell you, they're really nice people to deal with. They are such good people. And they're getting this stuff fair trade. And they are employing a whole little village that's making this. And I just feel really good about it. So if you are interested in any of the items, they are on the website. They're under DelaQ, and like I said, if you order something and it is not in stock, it will ship out as soon as it is in stock, so don't worry about that. And they do kind of sell out sort of as soon as they come in, so having an order in place is more likely to assure you that you're going to get it sooner rather than later. Let me see if I had any questions. All right. My husband kids me about my bag being my army bag. Oh, no. So Meredith has the backpack. Love that. Yes. Oh, good. So you guys are liking it. Okay. So I'm really glad. And anyway, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. And thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry about the little sound glitch earlier, but you know, when you watch this on the replay, you won't even hear it. I'll just chop that right out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So next time I think I am going to be talking with Laura Sander. So
Next week?
yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Sure.
All right. Thank you and good night.
I'll see you soon.